So this is my project, and it's called Coworkia. It's a co-working space actually. And introduction about me, just put my name because I think you guys know me well already during these 3 months. And the objective of this is to provide a working adult with a suitable work environment that could boost their efficiency. So for the inspiration part, come from 2 areas. First is from my friend. Another one will be the changing work trend. Because I have a number of friends who owns a business or they work as a freelance. When it comes to a working space, they often struggle to find somewhere they could work comfortable, and working at home, they might struggle from disturbance by their family members, while working at cafe, they are unable to control the volume, hygiene, and also lack of the visibility of the availability. Okay, so as for the work trend, we are all aware of the companies adopting the flexible work from home arrangement post MCO, not only because employee requested it, but from company point of view, this is to resolve the problem of limited workspace. Companies have expanded their size over the years, but they remain with the same buildings, office with that. So they have a large workforce, but not enough space to fit everyone. So for the problem statement, it will be, like I mentioned earlier, more and more individuals find it difficult to find a working space that is comfortable, especially here in Kuala Lumpur and Selangor, that has the largest population in Malaysia. Even there is a co-working space, they might not want to try it because they are worried it will be fully occupied since they could not pre-book it. Hence, I'm here am I, building this application to allow freelancer, entrepreneurs, and any employee to easily access and book a comfortable working environment through this app. Okay, so for the technical overview, is nothing fancy, just the front end, JS, Bootstrap, Firebase for the authentication, and Firebase for the storage for profile picture, database, Neon console, backend, Rapids, and hosting on Verso. Okay, so this is my QR code, but I just checked the Google is down, so not sign in with the Google. So just sign up, whatever. Okay, just 5 seconds. Okay, so this will be my video. So for new user, you can create an account there, and since I have one, I just log into my account, and this will be the homepage. And when you want to book you just go to booking, and there's a 4 rooms available now where you can choose, depends on your usage, and just type in your details and all that. And once you create a booking, you will go to the my booking there, and you can see it all here. And let's say if today you want to change the time, you can edit anytime. Just click on the edit button, and you can just edit it like the date. Okay, and also, if you feel like next week you're not available, you can just delete the booking that you have made next week. And also, there's a FAQ down there to reply some of their questions. They can just go in there. And these apps also include the weather API, which is here. That is the location will be the Sri Kembangan, because this is where the office at. So the people can actually see the weather and they can arrange that time earlier to come earlier, and expecting the traffic jam. And this is the user part that they can upload their profile picture, and they can just click anyone and upload, and it will show successfully. And even if you refresh it, it will still remain there. Okay, so as for the responsive part, this is how it looks like when it's in the mobile, and everything is still looking good here. I just skip his. Okay, so log out is like this. Okay, so for the next slide, one sentence to short my features is similar to the booking website like Agoda, but it's for co-working spaces where user can pre-book the room based on their need. Okay, so for the reflection, wait. My challenges. My challenges will be quite fast-paced. Although I already planned out the things I should do beforehand, but everything is quite intense from front end to back end. So I have to really push myself to limit in order to come up with these apps within the time frame. Another one is the complex documentation. After getting hands-on with this project, I found that as a developer, we actually have to go through a lot of documentation in order to use something new. It's like the Firebase SDK admin, OAuth2, external API, and all that. And the next part will be the debugging. Was the hardest part actually, because once you fix one thing, then you think that it's done, but you move on and you realize something else break as well. So you have to go through it and do it all again. And the most frustrated part, that is the Firebase authentication. At first, I searched on the Google, showed that how to connect the Firebase auth user to the Neon console. There are a few articles, and I go through it. But the more I doing it, the more complicated is it, because it asks me to put the authentication into my backend as well. But in the end, I just have to undo all the things I've done and just grabbing the UID from the front end and put it into the Neon console. Okay, so for the reflection, I've learned some new skills and knowledge and get better at debugging, as like I put the dummy data in console to see what's the error there. Another feedback I think is very useful from Safa is you have to separate your front end and your back end when debugging. If let's say the error is from the front end, you just focus on finish on the front end first. Then only go to check the back end. Don't mix it up. Yeah, and conclusion. With these apps, I believe it allows people to have easy access to the co-working space and enhance their productivity. Okay, so before expressing the gratitude to anyone else, I want to thank myself first as an individual that I have not been learning officially for quite some time. I think I did a good job, managed to finish this 3 months bootcamp and achieve the agreement that I made with myself, which is to make sure I graduate successfully. So overall, I feel young again, staying up late to do the project and coming to classes. Okay, so big thanks to Sigmaschool and other instructor like Haris, not teaching us 3 months, no day off, and also some life advice that's useful, and also Safa and the students that support all the way. So one last thing is I want to share is, and also remind myself, is just continue to be curious about everything that catch your interest. Ready is the way that you keep on learning and moving forward. But also keep in mind that good things take time, don't rush things, and expect the good things happen overnight. Yeah, so that's all for me.